Let's stop spending our money on trends and create a truly timeless, beautiful home that represents who we are and who we want to be in this world. A home that can grow with us and create memories and create a personal history. Hello, my loves. Welcome back. If you are new here, I'm Christina DiStefano. Welcome to my channel. If you like what we're talking about here in this channel, consider subscribing. Timeless classic style is never boring. So some people may think, oh, a timeless home is boring. It is never boring. It's only boring because you're letting it be boring. Timeless classic style is a reflection of you, your history, your travels, your interests. So perhaps you need to inject a little bit more of that in it. All right, so let's get into my recommendations to create a truly timeless, beautiful, classic home. Number one would be investing in natural materials.
Some examples of natural materials taken from my home are this coffee table. We fell in love with this table. It's very classic. It is solid marble. We also opted for the use of real brass. We got these lamps from Ralph Lauren. I think Ralph Lauren kind of epitomizes classic style, at least in the US. So we went for these. We also got a solid brass picture lamp. For our dining table, we chose a solid wood table from Restoration Hardware. These are not the matching chairs, they're from a different set, but we also got these wood chairs from Restoration Hardware. Again, looking for pieces that would have a natural patina over time, that we could also kind of age with, and that would stick around for the rest of our life, and we would not be buying new things every few years. We wanted to go with a very classic, clean line style, using natural materials. That was the rule for the house.
I think that things like gold-plated fixtures and things like that, as well as chrome. Chrome is very in right now. It's very trendy. Those pieces end up looking dated. While I love the way chrome looks, it has a very mid-century modern vibe to it. I do think it will go out of style again in a few years, just like the gold fixtures have now started to go out of style. So I think anytime you buy something like that, that's not quite a natural material, you run the risk of this thing going out of style. But you could opt for, instead of a chrome, opt for a nickel. Instead of a gold finish, you could opt for a brass finish. Purchasing clean line furniture in neutrals, those are the types of things that will last longer, that will have a more timeless look. These are the things that you can then accessorize with pillows, blankets, things like that. I think rather than buying trendy decorative objects like from H&M Home and things like that, why not go and just fine-tune your eye to interesting pieces that you can find secondhand on eBay, on Etsy. There are also some beautiful handmade pieces on Etsy that are new, created by artists, that you could purchase. You can also go on places like First Dibs, or shop in a local thrift store or a secondhand store for decorative items if you're on more of a budget. I'm not always on a budget when it comes to decorating my home, but I still enjoy shopping secondhand because, to be perfectly honest, I really don't want objects in my home that look like things other people have. I want objects in my home that I align with, that are reflective of me. And so I think when you're creating a truly timeless home, that's what you're aligning with. That's what you're connecting with. Like, who are you? Who do you want to be in this home? And that's how you create something that is truly timeless, because you are aligned with you. You are aligned with who you are, rather than a trend or something on Instagram or Pinterest that you see. Granted, you may get inspiration from those places, but then you recreate it as your own interpretation. You've heard me talk about using neutral colors for bigger furniture pieces. You're just gonna get longer use out of something like that. You're gonna be able to keep it around longer because it's not a color that's gonna go in and out of style. But you've also heard me say that any color can be a neutral, and not neutral in the traditional sense of neutral, gray, white, beige, black, like that. If it's a color that feels aligned with you and feels authentic to you, so Carolyn, your teal sofa, you know what I'm talking about, then embrace the color and use that color almost like a neutral. If it's something that you're going to keep around for years to come because it's something you absolutely love and you are not influenced by a trend to go and buy that pink sofa, that millennial pink sofa, you know what I'm talking about? I think about all those pink sofas and where are they now? But if you are a pink person and you have a pink sofa, you're gonna keep that pink sofa forever because you are a pink person. Do you understand what I mean? So you can make anything a base color. Anything can be a neutral for you. And then you integrate that color throughout your home to create a sense of cohesion. Don't forget about function over form, because while beauty can be a form of function, you need to make sure that the pieces actually work within the space and serve a purpose. Buying a lot of people, I can't talk, oh my God. So if it's a living room and you are hanging out and watching television, doesn't make sense. Does the layout make sense? Does the furniture make sense for watching television? If you are entertaining and you plan to have several guests over, do you have enough seating for everyone? So remember the fundamentals of design. Remember to check out that playlist that I created for you all called the Fundamentals of Creativity, and the Principles of Design is the video. But make sure to check that out because you always want to integrate and incorporate these principles in your space. They're principles for a reason to help create harmony, unity, and balance in your home. When things are out of balance, when things are not in harmony, it is felt. You feel it, something feels off in your room. Just a general rule is to optimize your storage. It doesn't matter if you want a timeless home or a trendy home. This is a rule that you should implement in your home. Incorporate the trend sparingly. I would rather have someone find interesting objects secondhand and integrate them into their decor. It has a more timeless feel to it. It has more of a curated and collected feeling to it. And that is a key to a timeless home. So when I talked about buying, like investing your money in furniture that will age with you, not everyone can go to an expensive furniture store and buy a piece like that. And I understand that. If you are looking at buying inexpensive furniture, like kind of more budget friendly furniture, then here are a few things that you should look for when making these purchases so that you can purchase something that is a little more timeless that will be able to stick around with you. You want to purchase these items in person if possible, because what you want to do is you want to be able to touch it with your skin. You want to feel the fabric. How does the fabric feel to you? Does it itch? Does it feel rough? Does it feel luxurious? So you want to do that. You also want to test the furniture, sit in it, push on it, move it around. Does it feel stable? Does it feel jiggly? Does it feel like it could easily fall apart? Are there any loose screws on the floor model? That's an indicator that this piece is going to be kind of high maintenance and it could potentially fall apart on you within a couple years. So pay attention to the durability. That's why it's so important to go and see the floor model. Also, when you're looking at the fabrics, you want to go for a more matte fabric than a sheen fabric. Sheen implies artificial threads versus something that's a little more matte will feel and look more natural. But again, you've got to do the touch test. Now, some sheen can look expensive because perhaps it has like silk woven through it. Even if it's a discounted piece, it could have like an imitation look of silk. But you want to look at it and you want to make sure the sheen doesn't look cheap. Now, if you're not sure, what I would encourage you to do is go to some of the other furniture stores that are a little more aspirational. So go visit those, touch the furniture, look at the furniture, sit in the furniture so you know what good cushions feel like. This way, when you go to the discounted places, you can actually test them out and see, does this feel good? Does this feel durable? Also, when you're purchasing new furniture, look at it and ask yourself, is this something that I can repair if something breaks on it? Am I able to repair this? Am I able to reupholster it if I get tired of the fabric and I want to change it out? This really is the art of taking care of your things. And so to have a truly timeless home means that you are very good at taking care of your things. You may have to clean some of the fabric. There are special cleansers for specific types of fabrics. You may need to polish the wood. You may get a scratch on the wood, so maybe you need a little stain marker. Just little things like that. But that art of caring for your things will allow you to have a beautiful home that is truly timeless. We need to create spaces that truly inspire us. So artwork has always been a source of inspiration for people, something that is used to beautify the home. Do not buy artwork because it's cheap. I would never recommend doing that. My #1 rule for buying artwork is, does it speak to your soul? Only purchase art that speaks to your soul. Only purchase art that feels aligned with you, that makes your heart sing. That's my #1 rule. The #2 rule would be, if you are still having trouble deciding on what kind of artwork to purchase, I would recommend paintings and photographs. And I would look at still lifes, because those will never go out of style, still life paintings or photographs, and abstractions, abstract paintings and abstract photographs. Now, be mindful of abstract paintings because those are very easy and cheap to manufacture. So these tend to be a little bit more on the trendy side. I would be very careful with picking that. And again, I would default back to rule #1, does it make your heart sing? You are essentially creating the showroom of your life. I want you to have a home that feels good on the inside, that you're proud and excited to welcome people over so they can see the beauty that you've created. Your home is your own personal world. It is your sacred place. And so I want to inspire you always to be able to create something that is uniquely yours, that is timeless, that is inspiring and creative, just as special and unique as you. And on that note, sending you so much love from New York. Mwah.